Okay, let's dive in. Imagine this. You think you know an animal, right? Like it's this one common type found all over,
Hmm.
and then, damn, scientists figure out you've actually been looking at completely new species, hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, that's pretty much what just happened with some crocodiles down in Mexico. It's quite the discovery.
And not just like slight variations, right? We're talking
Yeah.
genuinely distinct, previously unknown species.
Exactly. Two of them. And the location is really interesting specific islands off the Yucatán Peninsula's east coast.
Ah, Cozumel and Banco Chinchorro, that atoll.
That's right. Places people know.
Yeah.
But hiding this biological secret.
Which is fascinating because it kind of shakes up a long-held belief, doesn't it?
It really does. The American crocodile, Crocodylus acutus,
Yeah.
the idea was always that it was just this single widespread species, across the Caribbean, Central America, parts of Mexico.
And this new finding just flips that whole concept over.
Completely. And the else we were exploring in this deep dive, the actual research. It was led by scientists from McGill University, working with colleagues in Mexico.
Okay, so our mission here is to unpack how they figured this out, how they uncovered this unexpected secret, and really why it matters, why recognizing them is so important.
Yeah, the so what factor is huge here.
So where did they even start? I mean, if these crocs look pretty similar to the ones on the mainland, what clued them in? What was the breakthrough?
Well, the key was genetics. Looking under the hood, so to speak. The research team did a really extensive genetic analysis.
Okay.
They sampled crocodiles from Cozumel and Banco Chinchorro and then compared their DNA sequences. Well, compared them against samples from Crocodylus acutus from all over its known range.
Right, like the mainland, Yucatan, other Caribbean spots, Central America.
Exactly. Casting a wide net genetically.
And what did the DNA show? Was it just a little bit different or something really significant?
Oh, not subtle at all.
Eh.
That was the big surprise, really. They found really high levels of genetic divergence, basically. Big differences in those island populations.
So more like distant relatives than close cousins.
You got it. The DNA suggested these island groups have been isolated, evolving on their own path, for a very, very long time. Long enough that, they qualify as distinct species.
Wow. And the lead author, Jose Avila Cervantes, he mentioned this was totally unexpected.
Completely. Because the assumption, the dogma almost, was one big species.
Mm-hmm.
This study was the first to really look so deeply at both the genomics, the whole DNA picture, and the physical traits, the anatomy, across this specific range.
It took that super detailed look to spot what was missed before.
Mm-hmm. Hidden in plain sight, really.
And that surprise, that unexpected result, has some pretty serious implications, doesn't it? Especially for conservation.
Yeah, the so what, definitely. It changes things.
How so? I mean, why is calling them distinct species such a big deal for protecting them? Wouldn't just protecting Crocodylus acutus cover them anyway?
Well, it highlights their vulnerability in a completely different way. Think about it. As separate species, they exist in these tiny, isolated populations.
How tiny are we talking?
The research suggests fewer than 1,000 breeding individuals in each group. Cozumel and Banco Chinchorro each have these small populations.
Wow, okay, that is small, really small.
Exactly. So while they might seem okay for now, being so few in number and stuck on these islands, it makes them inherently vulnerable.
Right, vulnerable to things like, hurricanes, habitat loss. A single bad event could be devastating.
Precisely. And recognizing them as distinct means losing them isn't just losing some individuals of a common species. It's the potential extinction of a whole unique branch of the crocodile family tree. An irreplaceable piece of biodiversity gone forever.
That connects directly to what Professor Hans Larsen from McGill said, doesn't it? That quote about.
Yeah, biodiversity is disappearing faster than we can discover what we're losing. This is like a textbook example of that happening right now.
It's a stark reminder, really. A race against time.
It is. And lots of crocodile species worldwide are already in trouble, often because of shoreline development eating up their habitats.
So now that we know these island crocs are unique species, well, protecting their specific island homes becomes priority number one.
Absolutely critical. It's not just general conservation anymore. It's targeted protection for Cozumel and Banco Chinchorro, limiting that land development, implementing really careful strategies just for them.
So the takeaway is this very direct link. We do the science, the hard work of discovery, and that immediately informs what we must do for conservation.
Couldn't have said it better. Exploration and protection have to go hand in hand, urgently, before these unique forms of life vanish, maybe even before we fully grasp what they are.
Which really leaves you with a thought, doesn't it? How many other species, maybe like these crocodiles, are out there, quietly evolving, still completely unknown to us?
Hmm.
And what does a discovery like this, kind of almost accidental in a way, tell you about that critical race we're in? The race between our own understanding and the urgent need to protect life before it's simply too late.